Why has nobody called me? Like, I don't. Why is everyone just doing over text message? But it's also very awkward because, like, I'm gonna be honest, chat. It's very awkward because Eris messaged Denzel, right? Said she's leaving. I said, okay, no problem. And then randomly after, like, I talk about the money, I'm getting texts about being paid. I'll be honest, this just makes no sense. Hello?
Bro, just pay her the money.
Why?
Oh, just pay, because one, she's my wife. Two, she's the gang's clean person.
Yes,
like,
so?
just pay her. She works.
What's that got to do with a sushi store? There's nothing to do with the gang.
She just pay her, bro. Don't be a dick.
No, but have a conversation with me. Don't just start texting me nonsense when you haven't heard any side of the story. You don't know about what's gone on. She isn't even able to call me and have a conversation with me without just sending me messages through text. I'm having Hydra members coming up to me laughing in my face, saying, haha, I've poached your store worker. Other people coming up telling me that she shit talking the stall.
Sure.
Saying, like,
Well, how much is she owed
so
now? Just pay it.
Apparently Raccoon's already paid her the money.
No, I don't think he has. How much is she owed?
The only reason she's not been paid is because he's told me she's paid. He told me she's paid her the money.
No.
I just don't understand why people promise things and do things and they just can't be amicable about calling me and having a conversation.
I mean,
it's not even about like the money. Like, I don't give a fuck about that.
I mean, I don't know that, but like,
what do you mean?
No, I mean, I don't know about the whole like communicating and shit like that, but
she already met. So I'm gonna be honest, mate. She texted me telling me she's leaving. I said, okay, that's no problem. I get nothing. And then all of a sudden it's, hello, when am I being paid? Out of nowhere. Like,
I mean, I think Hydra just stirred, to be honest with you, because Raccoon's just called me instantly as soon as I woke up, asking what do I think about Denzel sushi stall. So I think they're just stirring, to be honest with you. I don't think she'll have gone and shit talked personally.
So why didn't she just call me and have a conversation then, rather than retweeting the kebab shop's open and, you know, like going about it that way? Like, I'll be honest, mate. Like, none of what you're saying makes any difference. Obviously, there's, you know, I have respect for you, and I respect that she's your wife. But if she's then going against my stall or trying to provoke me with Hydra, then unfortunately that's not gonna, you know.
Yeah, but have you got
on that
like,
basis?
Other than Hydra telling you that, have you?
Yes, there's some other people have come up to me and said that she's saying she left the sushi stall because it was. She never got paid or something, and because it's boring to work on her own.
Okay, the reason she left the sushi stall is because a lot of other people refused to work there, so she was stood there on her own when she was awake.
Okay. So why didn't you just call me and say that to me today?
I don't know, but then she went to work at a different stall because realistically, sitting at one stall on your own can be boring. Just I'll be about the bush here, you know, like, can be boring.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't expect it to go like this from somebody that was your wife. That's why I'm taken back. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean,
I'm very confused. I'm a bit like, don't know what to say.
I mean,
if that makes sense. Like, 'cause this isn't the first time this has happened, like with the stall. So it's just like history repeating itself with people leaving. But like, I was just kind of a bit like, I understand it, but if you don't want to work there, just call me and say, you know what?
I mean,
working on my own is boring as you know, there's not any people working like me. I haven't been there for a while because we've been at war. You know, as soon as I turn up there, everyone's getting killed in the booth.
I mean, I do think, okay, so what I think has probably happened here, right, is I think Hydra probably stirred a little bit since she woke up.
Yeah, but...
Oh, wait, but I also think, in this case, Hydra have 100% stirred with her to get her to work at the kebab shop.
Oh, no,
right?
He said it, he's poster. He said he doesn't give a shit about his employees. He just wants her to
realistically,
work there.
Like, she doesn't know many people nowadays in the city. Like, she probably doesn't realize that Hydra have done it purely to get at you type thing. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, initially when she moved to there, you know, like,
well, I mean, yeah, I mean,
like,
it's
clear that Raccoon's like stirred the whole situation, in my opinion.
Oh, 100%. That's why he's come up to me laughing and said, I poached your employee.
Yeah. Which...
The way that he's portrayed it to me, which unfortunately is the only way that I can see it, is that she thinks it's funny as well, and she's happy it happened because she was retweeting his tweets earlier.
What did she retweet though?
Like, he's like kebab shop open, and she's retweeting kebab shop open. You know,
like that's it. Like, she works there now.
No. But it was after I retweeted it as well.
I mean,
oh my god, been punched.
I don't know.
And kicked. But also, I haven't refused to pay her.
Okay.
The only person that I've told, as he said, oh, I've still poached your employee. This was at the Hydra meeting. And I said to him, oh, yeah, well, she ain't getting paid now. You know, so obviously he's then told her she's not getting paid. and then he said he's going to take me to. He said him and her are taking me to court for the money.
Okay.
This is what I mean. So you've called me like on smoke when you don't know any of what's gone on for the past couple of hours.
Well, I mean, it sounds like, even from your end though, it just sounds like a complete raccoon stir.
Yeah, but are they like, taking me to court for the money or not?
No, obviously not.
Oh no, I was quite excited.
Like, you know.
But like, I mean, saying the store wouldn't have done shit without her is also not true. You know, I'm not denying that she worked there and she fucking. I'm not denying that. I never have. And I didn't even say. I haven't told her that she isn't getting paid. There's no evidence of me saying that. I haven't said that to her.
I mean, okay, then I apologize for calling you on smoke. But like, you know, when I'm getting texted that you're not wanting to pay her from her, like, in my opinion, right, it would make sense for you to not pay her, right, after leaving for another business. But obviously there is the additional context of she's my wife, right, which is a bit different. Like if it was any other person, I would agree that she probably couldn't deserve to be paid personally. You know, obviously I am calling you on the basis that this is my wife, right? And
no, I understand that, but
like,
but I feel like you probably should have had a conversation with her first if you've not, and just say like.
Well, I mean, I knew why she left and stuff like that and shit. And
no, but she won't. She'll tell you that I haven't told her she's not getting paid.
Well, I mean, the text was Denzel's refusing to pay me, so I don't know. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying to you. Like, that my what I've got from her is that you have refused to pay her.
Ask her who told her that she's not getting paid.
But I imagine it would probably be Raccoon.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't give a fuck about the whole stall drama or anything like that. I just want her to be paid for what she worked. That's literally it. And if you're saying you refuse that, then that's fine.
But I want more than just a random text message after days of leaving. You know, maybe call me and have a conversation, explain to me why she's left. You know, like, do you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
like, just would be nice.
I mean, I guess, yeah. I can see that from your perspective.
Money, it isn't anything for me. Like, it's not the. But I'm about maintaining, you know, relationships. I feel like I was happy she was there. I was genuinely pleasantly surprised to even see that. I wasn't even aware that she worked there, to be honest, at the first, you know. And then I sent her the email. I said, clock in, you know, I'll get you paid. So it's never about not paying her. If I didn't want to get paid, I would have never told her to do that. Do you understand?
No, I get it from you. Like I said, I wouldn't have called you on smoke if I'd have realized how much of the raccoon stir has been, but I wouldn't have known that without like calling you realistically, because I'm not on good terms with Raccoon right now either after yesterday.
Why?
So like, Raccoon and Raul were hanging out with Jim. Flippy banned them from hanging out with Manor apparently. So apparently Hydra on a ban from hanging out with Manor. This led to Raul and Raccoon shooting James and threatening to ocean dump him.
So why is she working at that stall then? For Raccoon?
Well, I've not seen her since this happened to like tell her not to work there. You know, like I've not spoken to her, but like yeah, I've not spoken to her about this. But then basically, obviously, we just got out of a war. Didn't really know what to do. Jim's blackout drunk. We pulled up to the Hydra sack. We started having a fist fight with Raccoon Raul. Jim pulled a knife and stabbed Raul in front of Flippy. And then kind of like nothing happened. But Raul went to ICU. But like still like the whole like Flippy's banned them from hanging with. You know what I mean? It's just like awkward, right? Like.
Oh, that's why it was a bit awkward when I turned up at the meeting today then.
Yeah. But like I will probably speak to her about it, because like realistically, Manor people and Hydra clearly don't want anything to do with us. Why would we do anything for them, right? But yeah, well, like I said, I wouldn't have called you on smoke if I'd known it was more of a stir thing.
But the thing is, I don't know. I didn't know it was realistically. Yeah. Like it at the end of the day, with these food stores, all is continuous cycle of people working at one place, then hopping to a different place and taking a piss out of the old place that they work. Right, that's like I've dealt with this since I've had it. You know, I've managed to build like a roster of, you know, a few loyal people that won't do that, and I genuinely thought, you know, Eris would be another one of those people because of her affiliation with you. You know, like I trust you infinite, and obviously by attachment, she is your wife. I would have done the same. Do you know what I'm saying? Well, I did. Yeah. I did the same, and I still would. It's not necessarily changed. So, like, yes, you're saying she's your wife, you want her to be paid, but that also goes both ways. You would expect, you know, like I would expect my wife to be still act as a, you know, with my morals and as an extension of me, in regards to the way that they behave. Like, I wouldn't let my wife like disrespect you. You know what I'm saying? And like leave it on that kind of way.
I mean,
with a
as
text
far as
message.
I'm aware, I don't necessarily think she's disrespectful. I think that retweet shit is nothing. I don't think me and you
No,
both.
but what I'm saying is, if you think it's a stir and it's not been done in the context that it's been done, but obviously, Raccoon, I didn't realize all the shit gone down with Hydra involving Raccoon, right? So if that's the case, then he's obviously on some shit over that. He must assume that I know about it when I have no idea.
Oh yeah, I mean potentially. Like, obviously she was hired there before then, but like, yeah, I mean I don't know. Like I said, my wife called like a smoke thing, but yeah, I mean I don't know. It is what it is. Like I said, if personally, if it was obviously like someone close to me, I wouldn't go. You know?
I mean,
I also can't really blame someone for, you know, not wanting to stand on their own. Unfortunately, you know.
I would not blame them at all. Absolutely, I get it. You know,
I do know you wish they'd have spoken to you. I get that. But
the thing is, you even said yourself that you agree that they like if it wasn't your wife, you'd agree that they wouldn't deserve to be paid.
Oh yeah, probably not. Yeah, like obviously give some people the benefit of the doubt, right?
Yeah, but so understandably, you understand why, you know, like. I mean, I could say you'd understand why that would be what I had said, but I haven't actually said it.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying. The only person I've said that to is Raccoon when he said, haha, I poached your employee. I said, okay, then make like, you know, well, she's not getting paid.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You'll have to cover her wages.
If you'd have sat there and said I refused to pay her, I'd have understood why. But and then
she's texted me saying, Raccoon said you're refusing to pay me. And I'm kind of thinking, I'm not doing this text messaging and talking through Raccoon, you know?
Yeah.
So I just left. I didn't even reply. I just did like you said, like I'm available here for a conversation.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because Raccoon called me whilst I was texting you, and then that's when I caught that it was a stir, and that's why I kind of called you initially.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's what it is. I guess we'll get it sorted, and then yeah, I'll speak to her.
Oh, perfect. All right, mate.
Yeah, in a bit.
Bye, mate. So what the has happened with Hydra yesterday then? His wife, he'll never agree with Denzel. Yeah, but respectfully, he did agree with Denzel, right? Which makes Denzel be like, fair enough. You know what I'm saying? No, but after the conversation, he seems to have understood the initial thing, right?
Good to see you.
Like if it has all been blown out of proportion and it was literally so the way that it's been portrayed to Denzel, I can understand it from like an OOC point of view where I'm sat here looking at it, right? Yeah, which is fine, Ziv.
A bunch of Hydra members came in with guns looking for a hostage, and I panicked, but then I remembered that they can't take me.
Yep.